Tonight, this clamper gets a taste of his own medicine.
What are you doing?
I'm just clamping the vehicle, sir.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
We show that people will buy anything if there's a health tag attached to it.
Diet donuts, madam? No? All right. Just hinting.
And just what will it take to get us Brits to complain? It's the tolerance test.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
But first... Ever get the feeling that you're being watched? Well, you are, by CCTV cameras. The UK has more than any other country in the world. They're everywhere. Churches, buses, libraries, and they don't come cheap. It's a business worth over £500 million. Can you remember anyone asking for your permission to film you? Nope, me neither. So how effective is CCTV in lowering the crime rate? To find out, I went to the Midlands. I didn't want to go there, they made me.
I'm here in Coventry, one of England's most beautiful cities. But it's not just known for its beauty, it's also known for its CCTV. This, after all, is the home of Peeping Tom, the man that didn't stay indoors and watch Lady Godiva nude on her horse. But things have got a bit out of hand here. They've not only got a lot of CCTV cameras, they've even got cameras with speakers, so the operators can shout at people on the street. What's going on? I'm here to find out. Yes. So, Trevor, Coventry, dangerous town at the moment, or?
At the moment, it's not. It's the fourth safest city in the UK.
Fourth safest in the UK? Yeah. Has it always been like that, or?
It hasn't always been like that. 25 years ago, it was probably one of the most violent places in Europe.
So it's sort of cleaned up a bit?
Very much cleaned up, yeah.
And is that partly to do with the CCTV, do you think?
CCTV's got a good part to play with it.
One of the things that you've got, Coventry's got, that a lot of other places hasn't got, is you've almost gone one stage further. You've got a couple of cameras which actually are interactive, don't you? They can actually speak to people.
They can, yeah. They're sort of commonly known as talking CCTV.
Talking CCTV? Technology gone mental, or just a bit of fun?
Well, can I have a go on a little bit of this? Can I sort of fiddle with the cameras and have a word with some of the people in Coventry?
You can have a look.
Yeah?
Our production team hit the streets and, mingling with the good folk of Coventry, offered us a terrifying glimpse of what the future could be like.
You. Yes, you, youths. Please stop walking in a peculiar manner. Don't walk away from me. Not as easy as it looks, this totalitarian stuff. Hey, you! You drop litter. Pick it up. Now! Now put it in the bin. Unbelievable! Quite like this controlling Sheffield, Coventry. Up north. Here comes a hoodie. You! Take your hood off. Thank you. Took the hood off. Nice. Sir, you're wandering in quite an odd way. Do you fancy this lady? Are you planning to have your way with her? I am the king.
The power of this new type of CCTV is a little scary, although I have to admit, it's quite fun to arse around on. But is it of any use? According to a 2007 Home Office report, 80% of footage given to police may not be clear enough to be used as evidence. While we are in the control room, we witness this sickening assault on a coat by local youths. If the battered coat were ever to press charges, it's unlikely that this footage would be of any use. But I thought I'd show it to you because it was a bit weird.
What do you think about CCTV? Because there's a lot of CCTV in this town, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I say it's all right in some ways for like the trouble side of things and stuff like that. But you know, there are times when it can be a bit of a nuisance sort of thing.
When's it a nuisance?
Or coming home from the pub at night if you need a toilet or something, get captured, that sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
So you're very happy to be filmed everywhere you go?
I'm not happy about it, but
right.
Can't do nothing about it, can you really?
Well, we could. We could all move to France.
Why aren't our cameras in France?
I don't know. You know, there's got a lot of CCTV here.
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
Yeah.
Why?
A lot. Because
Why?
we can't go around and like do what we want and shit, and it's like pure boring.
Pure boring?
Yeah.
What is it you want to do?
Like just terrorise people and like mess about and stuff. But
Right.
we can't do that because there's bare like just CCTV about.
Right.
It's piss annoying.
Right. So it's piss annoying that there's 200 cameras because you can't go out and terrorise people.
Yeah.
Is that infringing on your human rights?
I don't know.
Right. Do you know what a human right is?
No.
Okay.
Where Coventry leads, will the world follow? To get some answers, my investigation took me to Devon, where some councils are spending huge sums of public money installing CCTV.
They put CCTV cameras up here, supposedly to stop crime, but you haven't seen any at all?
No.
Seen nothing?
No.
Okay.
Sit back and savour some vengeance on that most annoying of species, the clamper. Richard's doing it, so you don't have to.
Everybody hates clampers. Everybody hates being clamped. And over 100,000 people were clamped in London last year alone. It is time for some revenge. I've come to this private estate where the clampers are like wasps around an alcohol. I'm going to park my car illegally, and then all I have to do is wait for one of them to come on their rounds. I was going to get out and look at the car first. He's busy. I'm in.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
I just clamped in the vehicle, sir.
What?
The vehicle's parked illegally at the moment. I just working with the landowner's just been told to clamp any illegally parked vehicles.
No, you're not.
No, I am.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not?
Because you're not.
I do. I work for.
Well, where's your signs then?
My sign? Oh, in the office. I mean, I can get them for you if you like. I'm not in the
Go on,
back.
go get them first. So if you'd like to take your clamp
Well, no,
off-
no. You can't actually touch this clamp, sir. I'm afraid legally, as you're aware. This is my clamp, and I'm allowed to clamp the vehicle. You can, of course, make a dispute afterwards, as you know. Okay. Well, you carry on, sir. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do understand. It's bloody annoying being clamped. I've been clamped before myself. Your clamp's on, don't drive away. I shouldn't be too long, but
Hello, Rick. Some guy's just clamped the van, but he's clamped the rear wheel of the van while I was clamping the other car. I've told him to let us go, but he won't. All right. Wait.
let me get the pay. I'll be literally 10 minutes. Get the pay. Get the ID for you. Obviously, don't drive it away, and I'll speak to your boss when I get back. It'll be 10 minutes.
Right, can I just take a picture?
Certainly. Like that. All right. Thank you, sir. Hello, mate. That's going to sound really stupid, like just crap. Obviously, because we've been in place here to clamp because it's been such a problem. I haven't got any of my parking stickers with me. Have you got a spare one I can use to stick on your van?
No.
But you can't lend me just one sticker? No. Okay. I'm only going to stick it on your window. All right. Okay. Now he knows the pain of the yellow metal boot.
Hello. I love food. Seriously love. All food. And who doesn't? What's not to love? But health food. Ugh. Makes me feel weird.
Health food, diet food, organic food, calorie-free food, fat-free food, no-fat food, wheat-free food, taste-free food. It's all so totally pointless.
Surely no one would believe that, let's say, donuts were healthy for them, would they?
I decided to see just what would make the general public spend their hard-earned cash on the most ludicrous health scam I could think of.
Diet donuts. Hello, sir. Feeling a bit porky? All scientifically safe, sort of. These are really special donuts. Really special. They're guilt-free donuts. That's what you should have called them. Diet donuts, madam? No? All right. Just hinting. It's only today here. We're doing a tour of shopping centres while our scientists kind of work stuff out, because they've been tested on rabbits and stuff. Okay, well, this is a range of donuts been put together by scientists in America. And basically what they've done is they've combined the amino acids, which eat up your proteins. It's like the grey squirrel, red squirrel wars, basically. You have amino acids on one side, the red army, and protein on the other side, the blue army. And at one stage, the red army and the blue army attack each other, and that gets rid of fat, just like that, abracadabra. Well, other donuts are just fat, sugar, wheat. This is exactly the same thing, but what we've done is move the molecules inside so that the amino acids actually attack the proteins. And they're fighting so much, they actually make you lose a bit.
You should try it.
You should try. You shouldn't be a disbeliever.
A lot of people are silly.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some people don't believe anything. It's like magic. So it is magic, actually. Because basically these are diet donuts. They help you lose weight. So over a course of 3 weeks, if you do no exercise and eat 2 a day, you will and can lose up to 2 stone. So essentially it means the more you eat, the more you lose. But obviously there's a limit. You eat up to 7 a day for a week, you'll lose. But after that, you have to reduce the amount. You're going to take this as some sort of exercise regime, yeah? All right, so what I want you to do you exercise now?
Play football once a week.
Football? All right, would it be possible to not do that for 2 weeks while you're having these? Because it's best just to eat the donuts and not do any exercise at all.
Can I have £5 worth?
£5 worth. How many do you want?
Just 2.
2 for £1. Brilliant.
I'll take 10.
You want 10? Yeah, brilliant. Excellent. They're selling like hot cakes, actually, or hot donuts. I'm a doctor, but I like a laugh. 200 quid in the bag. That's losing pounds.
All in all, that's £200 worth of donuts I sold, which equals 180,000 calories. Although I did have to return everyone's money, something to do with trading standards legislation. Bugger.
I bought 2 packs because the guy was really persuasive. He said that his dad had lost 9 stone over a period of 2 years.
It was just the way it was written that was credible. What was actually written wasn't. But I think it would have pulled in a lot of people because it sounded credible.
I bought 2 for £1. I think people buy them because people believe anything. If it's got weight loss on it, then we're going to get them. That's why I did.
So next time you buy some healthy fad food, make sure you read all the label, not just the headlines. Bionic kebabs! Bionic kebabs! Cures you of menopause, makes short people tall, fat people thin, sad people happy, scientifically proven. Kebabs, ma'am? Kebab? Like kebab?
I don't want the whole thing.
Oh, it's all right. It'll make you lose 16 stone in 1 week. It will. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Kebabs, bionic kebabs!
Next, it's ladies' payback time with sweet, innocent Jenny.
This is a building site. It's got builders. The kind that like whistling and shouting at passing girls. Charming. Their foreman knows about our cameras, but they don't.
Hey, come on, this ladder, will ya? Not the one in your tie, it's this one.
I'm going to give them a hefty dose of comeuppance.
No.
So now it's time to get payback for decades of abuse. Say hello to my friend Vic.
Hello.
And Vic has a little secret.
Hold up. That's nice, isn't it? Fucking hell. What do you think it's summer? Summer, get your tits out! Jesus. Excuse me, love.
I got something there for you.
Hey, I'm talking to you. Look at that. Shake them, you won't break them. Look. Ah! You dirty bastard!
What are you doing? What's whistling men in a skirt? You freak! Not so gobby now, are you?
You dirty bastard!
I've been looking into the plague of CCTV cameras that have spread all over our green and unpleasant land.
Remove your hood.
Earlier on, I got to have a go on the latest innovation in the world of CCTV, Coventry's talking cameras.
You two, are you planning to raid that shop?
I am the king.
But of course, that was Coventry, a powerful global metropolis. You'd expect to find cutting-edge CCTV technology there, but not here. Not in sleepy Devon, home of the creamy tea.
Welcome to Dawlish, sunshine capital of the English Riviera.
Last year, the local council installed 80 grand's worth of cameras, cunningly disguised as lampposts.
So, sir, you're here on the seaside in Dawlish.
Yes.
Have you seen any crime here at all?
No.
You've seen nothing?
Nothing. No.
Nothing at all?
No. Even when I lived here, I never ever seen.
No crime at all? Because they put CCTV cameras up here, supposedly to stop crime, but you haven't seen any at all?
No.
Seen nothing?
No.
Okay. Some evil youth has written the words, "I'm gay," as though the black swan itself, the sign of Dawlish, is speaking it. And just behind the swan's bum is something so revolting that I can't even show you. It's sickening.
OK, I'll be honest, there is crime in Dawlish. Why, just recently there was an alarming report of 2 of the town's famous black swans molesting a third. Fact. Other than that, the Devon and Cornwall police described Dawlish as having an extremely low crime rate, probably because over a third of the town's population could feasibly have signed the Magna Carta. So why spend £80,000 of public funds on a CCTV system? One resident is convinced it's a waste of money.
Are you Keith? Hello, I'm Dom. Hi, nice to meet you. How's things?
Very well, thank you.
Good, good. Yeah, I've just been having a look around town. I haven't spotted much trouble, I have to say.
Well, no, I can't see any criminals myself.
But some might say that's because the CCTVs have cleared them out. Why do you think they wanted them up?
The chances of being a victim of crime here is rare. So why do we need cameras? You tell me.
I don't know. Well, let's go and have a look and see what sort of crime we can look up. I mean, it looks quite scary at the moment. I mean, this is the Bronx we're in now, really. This is the...
Oh, yes.
This is the ghetto.
In fact, a few years ago, I had an argument with somebody in the paper who described this as a no-go area.
Oh, really? And why was that? Well, it's quite frightening. I mean, you could slip,
that's right.
There's drowning potential there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a seaside town, and to be fair, seaside towns do have a reputation for sort of slight drunkenness at night, at weekends, and sort of occasional fights. There must be a bit of that.
I've walked around this town every night for the last 10 years, and I have never seen any violence.
You've never ever seen a single piece of violence?
No, never, not in 10 years, no.
Is there a lot
of trouble? In fact, the only
here?
violence we get down here are from these wretched seagulls to attack people.
You don't get bowls rage then here, people sort of getting angry on the green? Why on earth would you put a CCTV above the bowls? That is a bit odd, I have to say. And why have you got so sort of incensed about this?
The fact is that most people, as the Information Commissioner said, have done nothing about this. They're sleepwalking into a surveillance society. Well, I would like to think that I've perhaps woken up to the dangers of constant surveillance and of doing something about it. Now, if people like to regard that as an obsession, well, so be it.
The elderly residents are under constant surveillance by these creepy lampposts. But who is watching the town's OAPs aimlessly wandering up and down with their plastic bags? Dawlish Council informed me that their CCTV was controlled in the neighbouring town of Newton Abbot. I went to see just who these legalised peeping toms were.
So we've got a sus male coming downtown, matey. He's urinating against the wall, Trev, I can't believe it.
Yeah, Tom, we're going to try and get a unit to this guy. He's urinating against the male heading away from Asda towards Bank Street, Market Street Junction.
Hello there.
Hello, here to see your control room. Is this the right place?
Hello. I'm Chris
Dom.
Long.
Hey, how you doing?
There's Trevor Austin, the coordinator, in here.
Hi, Trevor. Are you busy?
Yeah, he's just
How you doing? It's quite weird just coming in off the street and there's this wall of surveillance. There's Dawlish.
There's
for
Dawlish
instance,
top
so
right.
It tells
yeah.
you where they are, right?
Exactly, yeah.
And what sort of crime do you have here?
We get varied crime. We get quite a lot of travelling criminals who arrive and think it's a very small, sleepy town.
What, French people?
No, we get them from all over Poland, London, all over the place.
You had a lot of arrests at Dawlish?
No, Dawlish is thankfully quite a nice, quiet town.
Do you look through windows at all?
We don't look through windows. It's
come on.
No, it's not done. It's
well, obviously, but
it just doesn't happen.
Come on.
No, there's no come on about it. It just
Really?
doesn't happen.
So, a Swedish volleyball team arrives in town.
Yep.
And they're staying at the hotel.
Yeah.
And they leave the curtains open, and they're getting changed for the big match.
Yep.
You're like, no, don't go there.
No, we don't. That does not happen in here. I can guarantee you that.
So you've never ever looked in the window, even, a bit drunk Saturday night, and just thought, go on.
No, it just doesn't. It doesn't happen. It's
I
not,
would.
It's not worth your job. It's really not worth.
But who
your
would
job.
check?
And obviously everything's been recorded up there on camera. The whole of this. Who's using what?
Up there?
That's correct.
So that's a camera?
That is just recording in the background.
Yeah.
That's a camera monitoring what the operators are doing and who's looking at the screen.
And who's watching that?
That's not actually being viewed, but there is the capability of reviewing it for sort of. Yeah.
So who watches the person who's reviewing that? Because they could fiddle with the footage.
No, you can't fiddle with footage. It's all encrypted. It's
With that footage they could.
No, it's all encrypted. They can't change it at all.
And who reviews the person who's reviewing the review?
That's reviewed by the town centre manager who runs the place.
Right. Can I have a go on this then?
Yeah, if you want to sit down.
Let's go.
Turn it back that way.
Right.
And then you're going to be going to the right. Keep going right.
Spin around. So I can go anywhere. I can look anywhere.
Yeah.
So that hill, for
That's
instance.
where you're aiming.
So I'd be zooming in on a hill.
Yeah.
So there's a guy up there, for instance.
Yeah.
Is that normal on the hill?
No, it's not normal. Yeah, can we have a unit, please? We've got a male indecent act with an animal, it appears.
But before I left, I had one last penetrating question for the man who claimed not to be interested in Swedish volleyball teams undressing in open windows.
Another police staff over in the control room over there.
And were you responsible for the Swan incident?
The Swan incident?
Yeah.
No, you've got me there.
Oh, well, they have black swans there, apparently. Apparently there was an incident of 2 swans bullying another swan.
Oh, that was actually done by another operator. It wasn't. I was over here. That was actually done over in Dawlish.
Oh, okay. So they have a centre in Dawlish as well, do they?
Yeah, that's yes, they do. They've got their own setup and keypad, etc.
That was certainly news to me. Dawlish Council had told me that they didn't have any control over their cameras. Now Chris was telling me there was an actual control centre in Dawlish Town Hall. What was going on? I smelt a scoop. I went to talk to the Queen of Dawlish to sort this confusion out.
How do I address you as a
I'm Madam Mayor.
Madam Mayor.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Excellent.
Time now to test the public's patience.
Oh my God, I look like a god!
We know that as a nation, we're rubbish at complaining.
Sorry to disturb you.
But just what will it take before we finally crack and dare to grumble out loud?
I don't mean to be rude, but your job is to serve punters.
I know.
This week, Jenny and her boyfriend see how far they have to go before they provoke that very un-British of reactions, a complaint.
These unsuspecting diners are intending to have a lovely, relaxing meal. Except they won't be. Me and my date will be the couple from hell. Who'll politely put up with it, and who'll be the first to complain? Let the bad behaviour begin.
Do vodka shots in these, can you? Stop. Oh, don't. Oh, dear, here we go. She's on.
Sorry.
It's right. It's right, babe. This isn't funny. This isn't.
Whatever. So how's your day?
I
Can you
didn't
ask
know.
the fucking phone? Can you just answer it?
So far, so tolerant. Surely they can't hold out much longer.
Does that make you want to go to the toilet? Easy, stop it. What are you doing? No.
No, once.
Just no.
If you tattoo once tonight, I will give you a...
No, you
No,
won't.
go on. I will.
Please, no,
If you
stop
tattoo,
it.
I'll give you a...
This is not drinks.
Either open your mouth...
Have you been drinking all fucking
just like
day?
Olivia does, or don't.
No complaint. Just to move to another table after a couple of minutes of annoying behaviour. Poor show.
I don't know, I'm normally bottle it up a little bit.
but just I've had a bad day and I sort of it was just pushed me over the edge.
And what a very British version of being pushed over the edge it was, even in the face of flying bread. 2 couples left in. I'm going to ramp it up a gear.
Can you stop it? What are you doing? What are you... Just come here. Can you please stop it? Can you go to the toilet? Sorry. I'm so sorry.
He's gone. 10 minutes of wailing female and he's had enough.
What tipped it all, she spilled a drink all down my leg, so I had to get asked to be moved.
This man's been putting up with intolerable behaviour for 15 minutes.
I'll beat you through.
I'm joking.
You're going to choke on. I'm going to choke on. Can you please stop being a dick? Why are you doing this?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Can you stop being a fucking idiot?
Stop sticking your dick in other women.
I'm not.
I'd never do that to you.
I've not done it to you. Go to the toilet.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
His patience knows no bounds.
It's all crumbs everywhere. Covered in crumbs. No, baby.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
Leave it.
Excuse me, sir, I'd like to sit there, please. I'd like to sit away from these people. They're driving me mad, these people.
What?
You're driving me mad. You people are driving me mad.
No holding back there. That's a proper complaint.
If you needed to argue and needed to shout at each other, you should need to do it at home, do you know what I mean? Or in the street, not next to me in the restaurant.
Well done, Darren Ciarello. It took a while to get there, but the urge to complain finally took over. Doesn't it feel good?
This is Mr. Angry. Now, he might not look very angry, but he is. He's angry about the estimated 2.6 billion, yes, 2.6 billion cold calls that are made each year trying to sell us something we don't want, but he won't take it lying down. They're wasting his time, so he's going to waste theirs. The next call he gets, he's going to keep them on the line because his girlfriend's just left him.
Hello.
Hello, is that Mr. Sessions?
It is, yes.
Sorry for bothering you, sir. Windows calling.
Well, I have to be honest. We were looking at getting new windows, but I'm afraid we've broken up, and it's not really very high on my priority list right now.
Right, so you wouldn't be interested in a price at all?
Oh, maybe.
Right, no problem. Well, you shouldn't let things get to you.
It's very difficult, though, you know. You trust someone, and then, you know, they go and cheat on you like that, and it's just...
Yeah, I could see where you're coming from, to be honest with you.
When we got together, she said I was like Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing, and now look at it, it's all gone wrong. Have you ever been cheated on?
Yeah, I've met, to be honest with you, I have. And it does hurt, doesn't it?
It does.
Well, don't let it get you down, mate. If I were you, I'd just hit it on the nail and just get up and find someone else. Move on with your life, mate.
Move on. It's easy to say that, but it's hard to do. It's nice to talk to someone, though. None of my friends have called.
Do your friends know about it?
I think so. But you're the first person who's called since it happened.
Right, when did it actually happen?
Last night.
It happened last night, did it, yeah?
I walked in and caught them.
In your house?
Yeah.
That's really, really bad, mate.
The worst thing is he was supposed to be my best friend.
That guy was supposed to be your best friend.
He was supposed to be.
How long were you with him, mate?
5 years.
And were you having problems at the time?
No, I didn't think so. We were looking at getting windows for the flat and everything.
It's not the end of the world. You're not going to die about it, mate. Trust me. Just go, keep your head up. Go have a pint, mate.
I don't drink.
You don't drink.
I take drugs. I might do some drugs instead.
What drugs do you take?
Well, all of them.
All of them. Just have a spliff, mate.
I might have to go and buy some.
Yeah, go buy a spliff, have a spliff and just relax.
I might have some of that delicious heroin.
Delicious heroin?
It's delicious. It's very Moorish.
Whatever do it for you, mate.
Okay.
Alright, take it easy.
Earlier on, I went to Dawlish.
Welcome to Dawlish,
where they've spent £80,000 on CCTV lampposts, all in the name of crime prevention.
Have you seen any crime here at all?
No.
You've seen nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
Clearly nothing to see here then. I talked to local man Keith Sharp, who was complaining the cameras were a waste of money.
I mean, this is the Bronx we're in now, really. This is the...
Oh, yes.
This is the ghetto.
In fact, a few years ago, I had an argument with somebody in the paper who described this as a no-go area.
Oh, really?
Dawlish Council had told me that they didn't control the cameras, but that they were actually monitored in the nearby town of Newton Abbot. But in Newton Abbot, they were adamant that there was a fully functional control centre in Dawlish Town Hall. Very confusing.
So they have a centre in Dawlish?
They do, yeah, that's, yes, they do. They've got their own setup and keypad, etc.
I needed someone who could tell me why they had the cameras and who was actually controlling them. I went straight to the top. The mayor.
How do I address you as a
I'm
lady mayor?
I'm Madam Mayor.
Madam Mayor,
Yeah.
fantastic, excellent. So what I'm trying to find out really is what was the thinking behind putting cameras in?
We have a large percentage of the population is elderly here, and they lived in some form of fear, believe it or not, of crime, of having their handbags snatched.
But I suppose the question is, it's the same with the rest of Britain. They might feel safer, but what are they actually safer from? Is it actually just a fear of crime that possibly didn't exist in the first place?
Oh, it existed.
Really? We were looking for some sort of evidence of crime that CCTV here in Dawlish had kind of, dealt with. And the only thing we could find in the last 3 or 4 months was an incident with the male swan and 2 female swans, which was recorded. I mean...
Well, you have to understand that the swans are the most important residents in Dawlish.
Well, it must be. It'd have £80,000 spent
naturally.
defending them.
Yes. I think you would find that if you took the CCTV away, you would have a very, very large percentage, most probably over 70% of this town would be up in arms about it. And
but is that from any facts, or have you had any polls, or is that just opinion?
It's opinion, and it's people who come and talk to you.
You've Mr. Sharp would have a completely different opinion.
Of course, and he's entitled to his opinion. That's why 60 years ago we fought a war for people like Mr. Sharp to have his opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion.
Absolutely, because again, Mr. Sharp showed us stuff that said that, I think of the poll that was taken about who wanted CCTV, I think only 32 people even mentioned crime, and only about a handful of those mentioned CCTV as part of it. I didn't realise there'd actually been a poll for it.
Oh, I didn't realise there'd been a poll for it either.
But there has there?
Well, not that I'm aware of, no.
So you don't actually know whether people in town want CCTV or not?
Yes, I do, because I'm a councillor.
But is this the building you work in then? In this building?
I'm not a worker, I'm the mayor. I don't get paid to be the mayor.
Is this the building that your mayor...
This is the town...
All right, because the control centre in Newton Abbot said that there was a control centre in this building.
Is there?
Yeah.
Well, I've never been in it.
So who watches the Dawlish stuff then?
Well, I'm assuming the monitoring centre in Newton Abbot. That's
no, because they've got 4 screens there, but they can't move those at all. Those have just come down the line. But apparently there's a control centre here where they watch them.
Well, not that I'm aware of.
No. That's what we were told.
Right, well, nobody's bothered to invite me into it if it's here. Perhaps the caretaker's got it in his office.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
OK. Well, I don't know about that. I'll go back and ask them.
I still wasn't sure who was watching who was watching them, and why anyone was bothering to watch anyone at all. 80 grand well spent. But have we got any rights at all to defend ourselves against the encroaching tide of CCTV? This man should know. He's in a suit, and he works for the CCTV watchdog, the ICO. And like me, he's concerned about needless CCTV and the control we have over it.
Are we protected? If I'm, there's this statistic that if I walk through London in a day, I'm filmed up to 300 times a day. What rights do I have to find out who's filming me, what they're doing with it? Can I see the stuff? Where do we stand on that?
One of the benefits is now the Data Protection Act covers CCTV like it does other information technologies. So the rights that are there for individuals to gain access to the information about themselves are there. And those are statutory rights. An individual can apply to the organisation to get hold of the images. That's one of the reasons why we're particularly keen on signs being there. Because if people then
Oh my God, this is so boring! Keep your eyes open. Look interested. Nod. Nod. That's it. I'm gonna die here. John had brought the Data Protection Act alive for me. If we're caught on CCTV going about our daily business, we have the right to ask for our image back. I'd vaguely heard of this before, but I wanted to find out whether it worked in practice. So I thought I'd give it a try. I'm going to be deliberately caught on CCTV and then ask for the pictures back. With the charismatic words of the Information Commissioner ringing in my ears, how could this fail? I'd been told that to give the people who own the cameras a fair chance, you should make a note of where and when you were caught on camera, and look distinctive. These signs should do it. Remember, under the Data Protection Act, we have the legal right to request any CCTV footage held of us. I've got the dates and times when these shots were taken, so I should be able to get my hands on them. In the UK, we've got 4 million closed-circuit cameras looking at us, on churches, buses, libraries. But do you remember asking for them? And do you remember anyone asking you if it was okay to spend £500 million of your money? Me neither.
You drop litter. Pick it up. Now.
And pull your trousers up. I can see your ass.
Have you seen any crime here at all?
No.
You've seen nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
And last of all, I was going to use the Data Protection Act to try to get some of my images back. I held these signs up at 16 different locations. Boots, Burger King, NCP car parks, various councils, Windmill International Nightclub, Islington Police Station and MI6. And after 46 phone calls, 18 emails, 12 letters, 22 referrals, 5 forms filled in and 42 people spoken to, I got one image. This question mark. Thank you, Goldcrest Limited. My search was not in vain. The others gave various reasons why they couldn't provide the footage, most of which were entirely legitimate. I was determined to go back to one of those organisations and try and find out what had happened. MI6 wouldn't give us a reason, but threatened to drop me off somewhere near Guantanamo Bay. So it left me with no choice but to go for the people who'd clearly broken the law. Down there is Lux Supermarket on the corner. I've already been here once when I held up a sign. It's a supermarket with the most extraordinary amount of surveillance cameras I've ever seen for a really small little place. And I held up a sign in there, and then we applied and tried to get the word back under the Data Protection Act. Nothing. They clearly haven't got a clue. They just think they can put up cameras everywhere. So we're going to go in and just see if we can get anything. Follow me. It's going to be fun. I did write to them as well, but they didn't reply.
See, look, no signs anywhere. Cameras up here, cameras up there, no signs. Cameras up there. Hi, how you doing? Can I speak to your data controller, please?
Manager.
Can I speak to your data controller? Your data controller? About who does all these video cameras in here. Because you've got all these cameras up around here, and there's no signs saying that we're being filmed. And I was on that one, and that one, and that one. And I just want to get my image back. I held it up. Yeah, because you know you have to put signs up everywhere to tell people they're being filmed under the Data Protection Act. Yeah? Not gonna get anywhere, are we? Don't care, do you? I'm getting a feeling it's gonna be a huge piece of don't know at all. Is no one gonna kick off or punch the camera? Because otherwise we're gonna have no end to this at all. Someone could just put their hand on the end of the camera a bit like that and say, get out. Anyone packing a piece? No? So no one's gonna give us any sort of big ending or shoot me or... No? All right, well, it's not much of a bust-up, is it? All right, see ya.
Next, please.
Well, there you have it. I mean, that was an intervention on telly that would make Roger Cook just frankly give up in embarrassment. It seems that with all the laws around data and CCTVs and all the laws that we can get our image back and we're protected, actually, all you really have to do is just go, don't know. And that's kind of it. I can't really do anything else. So just watch out. Big Brother's watching.